Hey everyone, doing some more resin coasters today. After doing the last set in this mold, I decided I wanted to do red, white, and blue just for the fun of it, just to be a little bit patriotic. Today I'm going to use Counterculture medium viscosity. This is the from the 32 ounce set, and this is what their new label looks like, and it has 45 minutes or so working time. I'm going to do a 2-layer process in this, so I'm going to start with the medium viscosity and finish out the bottom layer with fast set, which I love because it cures in an hour or two and it's nice and quick. I did 8 ounces. I mixed it for 6 minutes, and you don't have to do it fast, just consistently. You can refer to video 1058, and that is a general mixing video that I use for any brand or any viscosity of resin. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit my timer, and we're going to start it from 1 up, and we're going to count timing wise on this when I'm going to pipe in my white. We're going to shoot it with an infrared thermometer. Right now it's just around 82 degrees. We want it closer to 90, 95 or so. So I know that typically in the past a really great result works at around 30 minutes for medium viscosity. So we're going to compare time and temperature. I have a low temp heat tool from Counterculture. You can use that to pop bubbles, but don't do it unless if you've got any kind of a design in your mold, because it blows out air with it and it can disturb your design. So if you're wanting to pop bubbles and you've got a design, then you use a heat torch and you put your flame more towards the low end. You can also use 91 to 99% alcohol. Everything is below my video in the description that I'll be using, and other products that I use as well. For my white, I'm going to make about 2 ounces that I'm going to put into a piping bag, and this is ready to go. It's a piping bag in a bigger cup, and I'm going to use Armor Art epoxy pigment paste, and I will show you on the tip of my stick. I'll show you how much I'm going to use. I'll put in about a spoonful of sparkle white from Etsy Funshine Color Shop for that little bit of shimmer. And then I have Pinata White alcohol ink, and I'll probably put in about 8 to 10 drops of alcohol ink. So that's my mixture for the white. And then once I pour my resin into the molds, I'm going to let it sit in the cup, because when it sits in the cup it will warm a little quicker than if you go ahead and pour it into your molds. It takes sometimes a little longer working time. So we're just going to let it sit in the cup for a little while. We'll continue to check the temperature on that. This is a fun little spoon from Counterculture, which I love. It's super heavy and it's kind of holographic, and it's perfect for using for mica powders. The second layer is going to have this little piggy sapphire mica in it, which will make, I think, a really pretty red, white, and blue effect. For the red, I'm going to put alcohol inks on the surface of my resin, and I'm going to use the Decor Rum alcohol ink, the 24-piece set, and I'll be using cherry, peach, and maybe ruby. So peach will kind of go in the center for the lightest area, and then ruby is the darkest. So we'll see how that goes. I know when I used it last time, the red was pretty vivid and strong. I love to use Pinata alcohol inks, but they are super saturated. So I decided to use the Decorum just because they're a little less punchy. So if they're not level for some reason, you know, kind of adjust them, move them around. I'm going to come back when the resin is warmed up more and the time has gone by. So I'll be back shortly. While we're waiting on the time, I went ahead and put about 2 ounces into my cup. I'm going to go ahead and mix that just to show you how I do it. I stick into the Armor Art white. I'm wiping off the bottom, and I leave that little dab on the end. Hopefully this is clear. I've had a little issue lately with my camera not being totally in focus, so I'm hoping it is. We're at 24 minutes, depending on where you shoot it. Right now it's about 93 degrees, so I'm not gonna, do the bloom effect yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and pour them into the molds. All right, I'm gonna spray with alcohol, final bubbles, and I'll wait about 4 to 5 hours. Since these are pretty shallow, they're not full, so they usually cure pretty well and pretty quickly. I'll be back then. We'll just see what it looks like when it's all said and done. Okay, so I've waited overnight, and these are cured. I've mixed up 9 ounces of counterculture fast set epoxy. That's what their label looks like. So I mixed it, and it's got about a 10 or 15 minute working time. It cures in an hour to 2 hours. So this works faster than any other fast cure resin. Like Lett's resin has a really long working time. I'm going to do 2 ounces in my little cup here. With fast set resin, it's pretty much the thickest viscosity you're going to encounter, and so there's always going to be bubbles. Okay, now I don't want to overheat the edges of the molds, so I'm going to use my alcohol to spray the final time for surface bubbles. This will be the bottom of the coasters anyway, So some of the blue will drift in and that's fine. And then I'll be back in a few hours to unmold. Okay, it did move in, so I'm happy with that. The blue moved in. These are 4th of July inspired. Okay, let's see what they look like. A little too much red. It went stronger than I wanted, but still pretty. So here's the back of one, which is very pretty too. It's a little bit more simplified. And then on the other side, you have this effect. So I kind of wish I didn't put the peach color, which is really kind of a hot pink in the middle. I wish I'd have left that kind of more open. And just a few drops of red would have done it. That red was still kind of strong. So, but they're pretty. They have a little bit of a 4th of July feel. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. With every video I do, I hope you learn something from my tricks or mistakes. They can go either way. So there's it on a white background so you can kind of see everything better. The sapphire is a really pretty metallic blue. And then I use that sparkle white and the white to give that white some sparkle. And you can use that sparkle white in any color that doesn't have sparkle in it, and it'll add sparkle to your color and it won't make it pastel, which is the beauty of it. So there's a happy 4th of July experiment, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I would love for you to make a comment in the video below and just let me know what you think, or if you'd like to see a specific color combo or whatever. So thanks again. I love you all. See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Love you all.